Ah, the good old Japanese spider crab. Now, these spider crabs are really just like any other spider crab. There's a bunch of different types of spider crabs all over the world, but the one weird thing about these crabs is the fact that their legs can grow as long as 13 feet. Now, there's actually pictures like this guy. This guy is crazy. I'm assuming this thing isn't alive, but that's a real giant Japanese spider crab. It's no way in heck I'm ever holding one of those things, even if they are dead. Again, people, these are actual real images. In all of my years living on Earth, I have never ever known that spider crabs could get this big. I've known what spider crabs were, but like I said, I just never ever thought that they could actually grow this large. I mean, this really isn't a big one, but that still kind of looks a little weird. Looks a little scary. It's just so weird how we have these alien looking creatures right here on Earth. And at the end of the day, they're still crabs. So what do we do with crabs? We eat them. And this one apparently is $500. It's no way in heck I'm spending $500 on a crab. That's just no. That's a no-no. And then we have another animal. It's a bird, the shoebill stork. Now this one is weird to me because it literally does not look real. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this, but this bird literally looks like one of those, what do you call it? A CG. You know how the Jurassic Park movies, they use the CGI effects to make the dinosaurs look real? That's what this looks like. But this is a real picture. This is a real bird. And again, I'm not sure if I'm the only one that has this problem, but these birds just do not look real. I'm convinced that these birds do not actually exist. But apparently they do, because here's a video of one. I'm honestly just amazed that I've never, ever heard of these birds. Just look at it. It's so weird. And apparently these birds can only be found in Africa or in certain parts of Africa. It's looking at it. Oh my God. Dude, look at its feet. Oh my God. This thing is vicious. And then we have this really cool mantis. Everyone knows what a praying mantis is, but this is an orchid mantis. It looks exactly like a flower. Like if I was walking down the street and I saw one of these on a tree or on a grass or something, I literally would not know that it was a bug. It literally looks like a flower petal. This is definitely a weird creature. I honestly never knew that these existed before trying to make this video. Like I always knew that there were different types of mantises. Is that how you say that in plural form? I don't know. But I always knew there were different types of them, but I never knew that this exact one existed. Like this is really cool. And now we have the Venezuelan poodle moth. Now, when I first saw this, I honestly did not think that these were real, but these are actual bugs, but I think they have fur. I mean, I'm assuming this is fur. I'm not sure if this is the only bug type of creature that has fur, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the very few. And that's actually the thing that makes it weird to me, at least, is the fact that it has like fur. Like what type of bug has fur? And now we're on to one of the more scarier / horrifying animals called the Starnosed mole. Yes, Starnosed mole. This thing looks horrifying. Just imagine this thing chasing after you for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it has eyes. I honestly can't tell, but it definitely has a mouth or a nose, whatever the heck that is. That is definitely not a pretty sight. And again, it's like we actually have aliens living right here on Earth. Like we're always trying to find aliens out there in space somewhere, but we literally have them right here, sitting among us, crawling among us. Actually, it does have eyes. Okay, so they have eyes, they can see, and they also have that. Okay. And now we have an aquatic animal called the lamprey. This is actually horrifying. I'm not going to lie. Look at those teeth. It also has eyes. Okay. So it can see. It knows where it's going. It knows where it's going to bite you. That's so weird. Like it's crazy that there's so many different types of animals that we've never even heard of. Like sometimes I really wonder, how do some of these animals actually come into existence? Like, how does evolution actually create some of these crazy looking animals? And then we have the superb bird of paradise. Yes, that's actually its name, the superb bird of paradise. And this bird actually survives the wilderness by scaring the crap out of other animals. Yes, That's literally what it does. It literally just, it's Halloween every day for this bird, basically. And now we're going to see the bird in its natural habitat. I think it's getting ready to scare another bird. I think. Is it? Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, that's hard. I can see how that would be horrifying for other birds. It just jumps around. It jumps around and tries to scare and intimidate the other birds. Oh, my God. That bird is like, what the heck's going on? Up. I think it's working. I think it's working. I think it might be working. Is it? What's going on? Hello? And then we have a red-lipped batfish. Yes, this fish is actually wearing natural red lipstick. Yes, natural red lipstick. This fish just wakes up in the morning with lipstick on. It doesn't even have to get ready. It can just walk out the house and it's fine. I really don't understand how some of these creatures come into existence. Like, at what part of evolution did the world just say, hey, let's make a fish with red lips? Let's just do it. It's just crazy how random evolution can be sometimes. But I'm not going to lie, it's a very unique looking fish. It even wears a top hat. That's amazing. And then we have this little guy called the blue Glaucous. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I just thought that this one looked pretty cool. It's actually a form of sea slug. So it's a slug, basically, that just swims in the ocean. And I'm assuming that's probably how big they can get. I don't think they can get any bigger than that. So probably the size of your hand. And apparently these things can sting and actually become deadly. Now, I don't think they're deadly to humans, but they can definitely sting other animals and kill them. And lastly, we have the Narwhal. It's basically a real life version of a unicorn. We've all been looking at unicorns the wrong way. All of our lives, we've thought that unicorns were basically horses with swords in their heads. But in reality, unicorns are actually whales with swords in their head. I mean, if you think about it, this is actually a real life unicorn. Now, maybe some of you have heard of this aquatic animal, but me, unfortunately, this is my first time ever realizing that there are actually whales with horns in their heads. And I just thought that was pretty cool. So as you can see, I'm just here to let you guys know that these weird animals actually exist. I'm not here to give you information about these animals. If you would like more information about these animals, just Google it.